tutorial on how to turn a drawing into a digital drawing or digital painting. You're going to use your own original drawing, but I've just grabbed a picture of an apple for the sake of doing it quickly. You can see I've got a background layer there, which is 32%, which is blue, over the top of the drawing of the apple. And what I'm going to do now is use the pen tool to actually select the bulk of the apple or the body of the apple. Best thing about the pen tool is that you can get wonderful rounded sweeping lines. I'm going to do it quickly and relatively rough because obviously I don't want to make it take too long in this tutorial, but you guys will take more care when you do it and you'll get more instruction in class. Alright, so that was pretty bad, but I did it relatively quickly. What I need to do now is option click it, so control click, and go make selection, so that was control click, click OK. What I'm going to do now is make a brand new layer, call it apple body, and I'm going to fill it with a color, some kind of red. I'm going to be too picky. And here we go, I fill it. You can see how I missed some of the shapes there, but that's okay. Command D to deselect. What I'm going to do now is make two other layers, one called shadow, which in the layer blend mode needs to be multiply, and one called light, which in the layer blend mode needs to be screen. We're going to use these layers to create darks and lights in the apple, but one other thing I need to do now is Command G, create a new group, call that apple body as well, and then make sure all of these layers are inside that group. What I'm going to do now is add some shadow to it. So the trick to doing that is to click on the shadow layer, and then while holding down Command, click on the apple layer, and you can see what's happened is it's selected. Oops. It's selected the apple body, but we're still on the shadow layer, so we can add shadow. I'm going to grab a darker version of that red, and I'm going to get a brush, and this brush I have right now is way too small. I'm going to make it a lot bigger using the bracket key, about that big. The opacity is 19%, which is fine. What I'm going to do now is just big sweeping movements, not stopping, go straight over the apple there. You can see what's happening is I'm gradually adding a darker tone there. I'm going to make the opacity a bit bigger, maybe the brush a little bit smaller now, and I'm going to gradually add on some tone. So I think I made the opacity way too dark. I'm going to go back a little bit and make sure I don't go so dark with the opacity, especially in the center, and just big sweeping marks there. Now I'm going to make the opacity bigger, and I'm just going to tickle the side of it this time. I'm not going to go anywhere near the middle. Just stay around the edges here, just add a dark a bit there. Lower the opacity one more time, and I'm going to go down to this bottom part of the apple here where the color needs to be a bit more shadow. Alright, now Command E will do the same thing with the light layer. Again, Command clicking on the apple. I am now going to get a lighter version and use that for some highlights. Again, big brush, opacity is nice and light, just sweeping around the edges. You can see what happens by using this technique. Even though we're brushing everywhere, it's not actually going onto anything but the apple, and that's because of the technique we've used to actually select just the right parts. So I think I need to reduce the opacity and bring some more lights in. When you do this, it would be better off if you're looking at an apple yourself, but you can see we've pretty much make the opacity higher, do a little bit more over here, just a little highlight there. You can see we've pretty much added tone to the apple all over it. So again, Command D, we've got a relatively well-toned apple. It's got a three-dimensional quality to it. It's that technique of having a really big brush and just sweeping from right in one big motion from the top to the bottom. It makes it look effective the way it is. what you need to do now is go into every single part of this. The stalk and the leaf both need to be done, and they need to have their own folders like this. You create one called stalk, one called leaf, and you do a light and shadow layer for them as well. And you need to do that process over and over again until the whole apple is complete.